Well, in life, everything have challenges, but one thing about me is I focus on my vision and my passion, and I leave the challenges aside. No, there are some challenges. I did not get the radio on a platter of gold. It's just the favor of God. There was a big blessing called in Festus, go and join me on love launch. And somebody told me, what do you know about love? I remember that I was like, hi. But thank God for today. The same person that said, eh, what do you know about love? This and that has recommended people to join me on their show. I did not take it as anger. I just took it as a challenge to work on myself and build myself up. And today, that same person can be proud of me and it can recommend people to join me on my program. My name is Festus Adetutu, Adelaja. For those who know me through my business platform, they call me First Light, and some call me Festivation. But my radio listeners, they call me the voice of the youth, or Mo Baba Tisha. Okay, today is the 6th day of June, and it's a remarkable day for me because today marks it a year that I started my radio program, Youth Pulse.
A special day, a unique day, a special Friday, the 6th day of the 6th month in the year 2025. And it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the maiden edition of your own program and my own program, our program, Youth Pulse, on God's 104.9 FM. I am your friend, your brother, and your host, Festus Adetutu Adelaja.
Okay, for me, Youth Pulse have been a vision come true. Over the years, I've always been willing to have a platform where we can have, where the voice of the youths can be heard, a platform for youth advocacy, a platform for youth mentorship, a platform for youth peer education. So, okay, well, I won't say I have been doing Youth Pulse before coming on air, although I have been doing something similar to that, though not on radio. Youth Pulse is my first radio program. But talking about youth advocacy, mentorship, and education is something I've been doing even before coming here. Before becoming a radio presenter, I've been involved in different youth advocacy programs. Beside that, I've been a youth leader. I've been among the youth. I've been living and staying with the youth over the years. Okay. Talking about some things I've been doing when I talk about educating and enlightening the youth over the years. I can remember, number one, let's talk about the platform of NYSC Said. Said has been a platform where I have been operating and I've had access to youths through that platform. That is the NYSC Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Program, Development Program. That's Said program. I've been a facilitator since 2016 after my youth service, and I've been doing that before coming to Got FM in 2024, and I'm still in touch with the youth. I'm still in touch with them as well. Okay, apart from Said, when we are talking about Youth Pulse, one of the dreams I've had over the time is to have a podcast. Yes, where we bring different youth and we address different issues. And that's what led to the creation of my YouTube channel. That is Festivation. And if you look at the channel, apart from my normal radio program, you see a place where I put inspirational videos and so on. So I've been doing something before coming on air. But I've been doing okay. What actually happened was, I remembered our first day at the station. We had a general staff meeting, and after the meeting, the GM, our former GM, Madam Tawa Yusuf, she said the presenters should go and bring their show ideas, submit their synopsis, and so on. And I was like, okay, fine. That I have no business with that because I'm not a presenter. But immediately she said that, something struck within me, and I went to meet her later in her office. And I said, you said we should submit your idea, but I would have loved it if we can have a program that addresses the youth, like a youth mentorship program. And she said, okay, we already have a campus gist. So I said, that's fine. So after some time, I started listening to programs. After some months, I met Madam Tawa, that's our former GM. We were just talking in office that day, and I said, I still want a program that's like a mentorship youth, that we educate and focus on the youth. Some of these youth are no longer in school. Then I looked at it, some of them are already working. But I need something that at least can educate and relate with them, that will give them a platform, which is beyond school. So Youth Pulse addresses the youth need beyond the school and education system. It's an holistic program capturing the youth life. So after I told her that, she said, oh, that's true. And who will do it? I knew that I was not an OAP and I was not employed to be a presenter. So I suggested some other staff that they can handle this program. So one day I was in our office, we were just talking, discussing, and I mentioned something, and she was like, Iwomoi, I can waste to local synopsis go your program. And I was like, meaning you guys, you are just wasting grammar. Go and write synopsis and come and do program. And I was like, Mama, no. I don't want to do program, but I've suggested one already. And she said, it is your vision. It is your idea. You understand it better and you will be the one to do it. Right now, stand up. Go and meet Tokati to do a sweeper for you. I was like, just like that. So I went, I wrote the synopsis, I sent it to her. She vetted my sweeper, the script for my program sweeper, and I gave it to Talkative. Then in the next thing, after maybe 1 or 2 days, Talkative just told me that my sweeper is ready. To me, these things were happening so fast. And all these things happened between around April 2025, April last year. That's when this happened. I was like, okay. But one thing about me is, not that I'm desperate for the mic, but I want the impact. I have to take time to start counting the cost. Then 6th of June 2025, I had my first episode of Youth Pulse. Right, before now, I have many people I've looked up to. One of them is Rufai Oseni. If there is any presenter I like listening to, I think Rufai Oseni. Yeah. Yes. I put it to you. I like him and I listen to him a lot. Then I think Morayo Brown of TVC. So but I followed more of Rufai up till now. Okay, outside radio, yeah, there are some other presenters. I won't call them presenters, I mean speakers that I listen to. And for example, Mama Ibukun Awoshika, I listen to her a lot. Even when I'm sleeping, once I hear her voice, I know that this is Mama talking. I listen to Fela Durotoyi. Then Professor Yemi Osibanjo. You know, honestly, when Professor Yemi Osibanjo, this is not politics. Each time I listen to Professor Yemi Osibanjo, I be like, wow. You know the way he talk? I will feel like, no, there's the way I feel when I hear him speak. So I listen to Professor Yemi Osibanjo also, among many others. Yes. Okay, what my first episode looked like, it's a mixed feeling. I can remember my first episode, introducing the Youth Pulse. I was not alone that day. What I did was, who are my target audience? I'm targeting the youth. And I looked at the youth demography. I break them down into different classes. Some youth are in secondary school. Some youth are in tertiary institution. Some are currently serving. And then some are no longer in school. They are already working. They are youth. And my program will be addressing this 4 categories of youth. So what I did was to look for people who fell into these categories, and I hosted them on my first episode. Uh, Managing stage fright. Uh, I won't say I had stage fright. Of course, I've been used to the mic and I've been used to podium. Right from childhood, I've been speaking maybe during the day, blah blah blah. Even at school, I had series of speaking engagements, NYC, SAID, motivational talk. I had a lot of invites from different organizations. So I've been speaking, so I did not have any issue with stage fright. However, I had little concerns when it came to radio. Because number one, I want to work on different terrain. And I'm fully aware that a single statement you make on air, but there are some things you say of which you can go from radio station to police station. So I have to take time. That's why I did not rush to go on air, even though our GM then told me I can. So I took my time. I started listening to other presenters, and I studied their pattern, their tone, everything. Then I was able to set my own tone as well, my own pace, and I was able to come up with my own pattern of presentation. Yeah, talking on preparation, I did a lot of things. I read. I'm a good reader. I read. That's one thing. I listened to others. Then I practiced. I remember I used to call her my baby. That's Fatima Ajakonri. She's in Mapoli now. She's also a presenter there. On several occasions, myself and her we sit down and we do demo. Also during the waiting period, I join other colleagues on their show. Not that I can't speak, but there's a different terrain. Just to get familiar with the mic and with how presentation goes on radio. So that's another. Well, in life, everything have challenges, but one thing about me is I focus on my vision and my passion, and I leave the challenges aside. No, there are some challenges. Okay, to be precise, well, at times some people will say some things maybe you are not good enough, you are not doing it well. But one thing is, I've always taken encouragement just from within and from God. And I want to say thank you to some people who have also helped me during those periods, especially those early days. And those early days, I also thank God that I had some people around me who helped me to navigate. One of them is you, Washington. You always tell me, guy, you are doing well, this and that. Then Fatima Ajakonri, we're always together. Oh, my wife and siblings, those guys are amazing. My wife and my siblings, those are my top fans. I had this confidence that even if nobody listens to me on air, my siblings will listen and my wife will listen. Every time I'm on air, if I go live on TikTok, they will join me on TikTok. If I'm live on YouTube, they will join me on YouTube because they're far away. And if they are not joining me on YouTube, they connect to Radio Garden. They listen. Not only with us, they listen to Love Lounge also. And they have been so supportive, so amazing. Even when I'm down, I will just go to the platform, call my brother and cry. Even my younger ones, when I'm around my siblings and my wife, there's nothing called maturity, my foot. I cry there, I play there, we do everything there. So those guys have been amazing. So shout out to my wife, to my siblings as well, my elder brother and younger ones, and his lovely wife as well. All of them have been so amazing, and my mom, Mama Adi, yeah. Alright, so key moments, unforgettable moments. Actually, all the days so far has been memorable, all the episodes. But if I should talk of key moments, I think my first episode, I can't forget it. That's the day I started. Yes, then other days have been coming. Different guests come with their different characters and features, giving different vibes and energies, and I always enjoy them. Best episode. Well, the best is yet to come. I'm still hoping for the best. I'm just trying my best. So the best is yet to come. People who have made remarkable impacts. You see, talking about this, I've been mentioning names since. And permit me here. We start with our chairman, the CEO of God's Communication Limited. That's Honorable engineer Olorintoyin Shakirodin Ganiyu, the king of the boys, Baba for the youth, uh, honestly has been playing great part. First of all, for giving us this platform where the youth can air their opinion, where the voices of the youth can be heard. I want to thank you to him for that. Then I remember there was a time I felt like giving up, some type of discouragement setting. Yeah, some discouragement setting then, and I was like, I think I'm calling it a quit. I'm going home. I'm not doing it again. I'm tired. And he called me to his office out of his busy schedule. Honestly, this is a CEO that have been so conscious and mindful of his staff. He called me to his office, talked to me like father to son. What are the challenges you are facing? Tell me, just tell me. And we spoke like father to son. I later messaged him and he told me that, come, guy, my office is always open. You can walk in at any time, any day. And since then, I can see the vibe have changed. So he's someone I can also say I've made a very, very remarkable impact. He's not just paying me salary, he's also conscious of my well-being. So he has been an amazing man, our honorable engineer, Olorintoyin Shakirodin Ganiyu. He has been a very amazing man. Then I also talk about our group managing director, Mr. Taiwo Olayinka Michael. Honestly, my guy has been so amazing. He has been a father. You know, if I should start talking about this man here, I think he will take the whole episode. His advice, concerns, support, everything. Our managing director, Baba Omi, that's Mr. Omishope Olaniyi Olanrewaju. Omilabomu. Uh, Baba 160 hours. Yes, Baba Omi also have been amazing. That's my managing director. They have been so supportive. There are times he will call me when he sees some youths who are resourceful, he will recommend them for the show. I will also say I want to another person that I will also say played vital role is my head of program, that's Advocacy, Moses. You know, right from when I was producing my sweeper to even I want correction this and that, and he did his best. And when I started the show, my first episode, he was there. Yeah, you Washington also has been a very good brother. You know, you'll be like, he always listen, even if he missed the live program, because youth pulse is by 2. It usually falls to when you go for his Jumat, but he will listen, he will check my YouTube page, and he'll be like, oh, I watch your program, this and that. He has been an amazing support system. Apart from that, all my colleagues, you know, I'm just trying to cut everything short. All my colleagues have been so amazing. They have been so supportive, and it's nice working with them. Yeah. Okay, outside office. Yeah, outside office, yeah, there have been people who have been very, very supportive. For example, my IT students. Yeah. Uh, Especially what's her name? Fatima. At times she did want to edit my video while I post. Then outside the office, I will talk about my family. Yeah. My siblings. You see my elder brother, my younger ones, my mom, my wife. Yeah, yeah. Those are my real support system when it comes to life outside work and even when it comes to work. You know, from the beginning, they are aware of the vision. I want to go on air. They will pray with me. They will support me, encourage me. Even after my program, they will watch. When we're still streaming it on our Facebook page, they will watch it on Facebook. Now that we're not streaming it on our Facebook page, at times I will send them my YouTube link. They will watch. And outside my YouTube as well, at times you see them listening via Radio Garden. All my programs, not only Youth Pulse, even Love Lounge, they listen to all my programs, and they have been very, very supportive, even material wise. If I tell you that some of the giveaways I do, the support comes from my sibling. Yeah, some of the giveaways, you see me doing giveaway on Youth Pulse. Some of the support come from them. And I want to say very, very big shout out to all of them. My siblings, my older brother, my younger ones, my mom, my lovely wife. I will also talk about some people here. You know, people like Ambassador Andrew. Yeah, Felix Aregbabo, that's BJ. Mr. Le Crown, that's Mr. Kazim Adelaja. The Ekpe Youth Influencer, Mr. Dekunle. A lot of people here in Ekpe and beyond have been very, very supportive. Talk of my ex-com members as well. People like Deborah Adeyemi, Nwala Jumoke, I enjoy working with all of them all. The Young Professional Forum, Adeboy, El Boza School, El Boza. That's one of the most supportive schools so far. So far. I'm not saying always, but I would say so far so good. For the past 1 year, El Boza have been very, very supportive. And I say thank you to the staff, the management, and the students of El Boza for being part of this vision and for the impact they are also making when it comes to informing and impacting the next generation. Keep up the good work, Elboza. Mr. Leslie is a lecturer in Uniben. He has also been very, very supportive over there in the mass comm department. There are many. I will talk about Mrs. Adesoya. That was the former principal of Okimagba Secondary School in Ekpe. That should be the first school principal for supportive calls. I want to thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. And for many, many other people that I did not mention. If I should start mentioning names, I must confess, time will not permit me. But thank you to everyone who has been supporting this dream, who have been supporting this vision, and who have been supporting this mandate. This is a big question, but I will answer it in my own little way. Youth Pulse very soon. I'm seeing it as a platform that is going beyond radio. Yeah, that's the vision. We are reaching out to the communities, and when I think about the future in the next 1 year, let's just see it as a platform that will be fully sold into impacting the youth, educating the youth, enlightening the youth, and empowering the future. Then let's watch out for more of community engagement and social impact as well. Okay. Our impact. Talking about the impact so far. Well, well. Uh, one thing that gives me joy is when I see people giving me remarks and testimonies that okay, you brought someone to your program. For example, we hosted a foundation, Bet Nigeria Foundation, on Lipos some times ago, and the overall winner happened to be someone from Ekpe. So I'm very happy she competed for it's an entrepreneurship startup program, and she won. And I'm happy to see that. I can talk of those who have been envisioned academic-wise, those who have been envisioned also when it comes to their job. There was a time we talked about CV writing, and I have a platform. There are times I share job opportunities with the youth as well, and I will say we are reaching out. So talking of milestones, some people have gotten jobs to our platform. Some people have been envisioned and empowered academic-wise. And once in a while, just to encourage our students, we do giveaways. So, for example, those that just wrote their jam, we give just, although it is small, but just to encourage them, 5,000 naira to each of the students that scored above 200 in jam. So we did that. We are doing more. But I'm not a politician, so I cannot just be saying I've done this. We are just doing all to the glory of God, and we are returning all glory to God. We are just trusting God and hoping that He will give us the capacity and the ability to do more. My advice for the youths out there, number one, whatever vision you have, run with it. You see, many people have ideas and they don't act. I'm able to do this within just the past 1 year because I took the step and I acted on my idea and vision. So that's the first advice. And number two, believe in yourself. You see, if you are just hoping that people will help you, people will encourage you, you may be discouraged and you may be disappointed. But when your motivation comes within and from God, I want to tell you, you have conquered 50%, or let me say 70% of your fear and anxiety. So believe in yourself. Let your motivation come from within and from above. Then the rest coming from around will just be a support. Then number three, take criticism with good faith. People will criticize you. But take it with good faith and learn from it. Those stones they throw at you, gather them as a stepping stone to climb higher. You understand what I mean? So normally, whatever you do, people will criticize you, but accept it with good faith turn your pain into power and fly and fight. Also, another thing is don't stop learning. Don't say I've arrived. Yeah. I've been a speaker before coming to radio. I've been a motivational speaker. You can check my YouTube page. I've been a pastor. I've been a preacher. But when I come to radio, I have to learn the new ways that they do things. So anyway you find yourself, always aspire and always be willing to learn. Learn from others. Don't say I know it all. You don't know it all. You can learn one or two things from others as well. Talking of my closing remark, Youth Pulse as a youth-oriented community, we look forward to more collaboration and more sponsorship. So if you're a youth lover and a lover of the youth, you are a school owner, you have an NGO that focuses on reaching out to youth and youth empowerment, or you have a company, you have a business, you're a young professional and you have your business and you are looking for an avenue to promote your business. I have to tell you, Youth Pulse is one of the best platforms you can invest in for promoting your business as a youth, promoting your brand as a youth. And for those who want to invest in the youth development as well, I will also say this, that you can also collaborate with us on Youth Pulse. We are fully open for collaboration. And to others out there, I will say this, don't stop listening to Youth Pulse and don't stop supporting us. As well, don't stop listening to GOT 104.9 FM. GOT 104.9 FM, if you're in Ogun State and Lagos State, you can hear us clearly. Some part of Oyo State can hear us, some part of Ondo can hear us as well. So keep on listening to GOT 104.9 FM. On Radio Garden, you can download the Radio Garden app. For those who are far away from Nigeria, those in diaspora, you can listen to us via Radio Garden at GOT 104.9 FM. You can as well download our mobile app. Follow us on all our social media as well, GOT 104.9 FM. And on my own YouTube channel at Festivation. Don't forget to subscribe. On my social media handle, I am Adelaja Festus Adetutu across all handles, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, even TikTok. So don't stop following us and don't stop listening to GOT 104.9 FM. Don't stop supporting us on Youth Pulse as well. We are here for you. Thank you.